Hey folks, welcome back to Anish Learns to Code. In today's video, I'll be discussing Anish Sachdeva. So I am Anish Sachdeva. My name is Anish Sachdeva, and I'll just be discussing my experiences of in my bachelor's engineering, my bachelor's degree, and after my bachelor's, a little bit before my bachelor's. So I'm currently a junior software developer. It's not like I have been working in the industry for 20 years or something. I don't have a lot of experience under my belt. I am fresh out of university, so like 5 years, 6 years of programming. I've been programming since the 11th grade, so that's 2015. So currently it's 2021. So that's 6 years of programming. It's not a very long time, but still something I have experienced. I've done a few jobs, a few internships during that period. So I just want to discuss about my experience in this video. Let's get started. So I'm very shamefully I've opened my LinkedIn profile. I know that's not done. This is not supposed to be a resume readout, but I have to. I'll just be using my LinkedIn profile as a reference point so that I can explain. So after completing my high school, I went into a college which is called Delhi College of Engineering or Delhi Technological University (DTU). It's in Delhi. Delhi is the capital of India. I am from New Delhi, India, and I studied in this university. I did a 4 years bachelor degree in mathematics and computer engineering. So if you're wondering, this is what my university looks like. The campus is beautiful. It's actually a really amazing campus and a very good university. I was unfortunately not able to finish my 4 years engineering within 4 years. It took me 5 years. But I'm not very sad because I spent 1 year in Switzerland working at CERN. So as I said, I'm not very sad. I did initially I learned programming just in school. So I knew little programming. When I entered college, I did not have a laptop initially. So of course, for obvious reasons, I was not very much into programming. So I just learned programming like computer classes. We had labs in our college, so just sitting in the labs on the college computer, working on campus computers, I learned a little more programming. Then I acquired a laptop after my first year ended. So at the start of my second year, when I acquired this laptop, I was very excited. I wanted to learn programming because that was like my passion, what I wanted to do. So there's this local teaching coding company in Delhi called Coding Ninjas. I joined this company. I said, fine, I'll take a course. I wanted to take a C++ course. That course, unfortunately, was not available. The seats were filled out. So I took a Java course. And I'm very glad that I took a Java course because in hindsight, that helped me a lot. So after doing this like 3 month, 4 months Java course in data structures and algorithms, the teacher was very impressed with me. I was also very happy with the course. I learned a lot. So the teacher called me, like once the course ended, that would you like to come back and be a teaching assistant? I was very happy. They were paying me some money. I was like getting paid for something. That's the first time it was happening. Like I enjoy teaching, I enjoy programming, and I was getting paid for that. I said, yes, of course. So I went and I was a teaching assistant at this company called Coding Ninjas. Sadly, this company does not teach offline classes anymore. So when I took a course at this company, it was like offline classes. Now they shifted completely to online mode with pre-recorded lectures. So it's absolutely terrible now. I took like a pre-recorded video class after this, and you can't ask for help. It's not very good now. But initially it was very good and it was personal. You could talk to the teacher. There was a live person teaching you. So there was a charm in that. After this internship ended, this is August of 2017, August to November, I applied to like several different places for my summer internship. I applied to basically like 200, 300 places and got rejected from all of them except for this one place called little thing called CERN in Geneva, Switzerland. So they offered me a technical student internship for 12 months, so and like an entire year. So I had to go live in Geneva, live in Switzerland, work at CERN, and yeah, so it was an amazing opportunity. I had to fight a lot for it with my university. I had to convince my university a lot, basically beg to my university that please allow me to go to Switzerland and let me pursue this internship. And hence my 4 year engineering was converted to a 5 year engineering degree because I had to take a 1 year break. While I was working at CERN, once again towards the end of my internship, as it was coming to a close, for next summer, I know this sounds very crazy, I started applying and I applied for the summer research fellowship at the University of Auckland along with other universities. So when I think about summer, for me summer is May, June, July, because normally that is what summer is. But in Auckland, which is in New Zealand, that's not summer. Summer is actually December, January, February, that's summer. And when I was applying to this internship, I never assumed that summer had a different meaning for another country and as it did to me. Because when I think summer, I always think May, June, July, May, June, July. because that's where all universities have vacations. All universities and everybody have summer internships, summer vacations that all happen in May, June, July. I was mentally applying for May, June, July. I applied to this internship, and yes, I am that stupid. I did not even see the dates because I was just applying to so many places. I skipped the dates on this one. And when I read Summer Research Fellowship, I was like, yeah, if I get selected, I'll go in May, June, July. There's no problem. I did get selected. Only turns out that summer in New Zealand is January, February. Amazing. So then I had okay, this time I think for CERN I can blame my university that they should have let me go. The fighting was unnecessary. I think this I have to take the blame for this one. This time I have once again had to fight my university that please let me go. This is prestigious thing for me. I have to go. So, and this was for a shorter period, 2 months, like a little 1 week less than 2 months actually. So yes, I went to New Zealand for a pure mathematical research fellowship at the University of Auckland in New Zealand. So I was working under a professor who was also a professor of pure math, so group theory, graphs, and fields, and pure maths is not my field because obviously I'm an engineer and I'm like completely applied mathematics. So it was a very new thing for me. I had to learn a lot of stuff in a very short time. And during the time that I was over there, they had a very big conference where esteemed mathematical professors from all over the world came to the University of Auckland to like give a conference, give presentations. So there were geniuses over there, and when they talked, I was just whoosh whoosh. Everything went above my head. I understood absolutely nothing during the conference. I like at one point of time, I even remember I sat next to a person who is currently on the Einstein chair in Princeton. He's like a super genius person, and he has won like 12 different medals and the field medals in mathematics. And I was like, okay, what do I even say to this guy? So this was a very surreal experience for me, working at the University of Auckland. During my time, okay, this is now becoming a pattern. I'm sorry. During the time at my University of Auckland, I received because I had applied to so many summer research internships. This one was like a fake summer internship. This was in December, January. I had also applied to real summer research internships, so like which were supposed to happen in May, June, July. So there's a program called MITAX. So MITAX is like a program for all Canadian universities. So all many, like I think maybe 200, 300 Canadian universities or even more participate in this program called MITAX, where students from all around the world can apply. I'm so sorry, Mike. But students from all around the world can apply to this program, and they can submit their resumes and letters, and they can apply to different research areas, research interests, and different universities can select students, like depending on their interests, etc., for a research fellowship program in Canada. So I applied to this program in MITAX, and there are like many universities are part of it. I got a call back from the University of Alberta. I was selected for this MITAX internship in 2020, the summer of 2020, like June, July, summer 2020 for Canada. So of course I was very happy. This was like a paid internship. They were paying very well. It was a research internship. It was extremely good. And if I took this internship, I would have also received a scholarship for like doing masters or PhD in Canada. So this was like an exceptional offer. So of course I took it. My flight tickets were booked. I think my even visa was done. Like almost all the preparations were done. When coronavirus happened. The coronavirus happened all around the world. All the flights were shut down. Everything went into lockdown, and eventually this internship was also cancelled. So I was unable to go to Canada for this MITAX internship. So I was pretty much very bored during the summer of 2020. I was like, what am I supposed to do? I'm just sitting around. I did not apply to any other internship because obviously I received an offer. Why should I apply to any other internship? And I did not have any other offer. So I was just left very bored in the summer. So then, out of my boredom, I joined this company called What After College. So this is like a local Indian company. They teach students programming. So they have many tutors all across India. I joined as a tutor in 2020, in May 2020, and I also started teaching students. I started conducting workshops. So I really enjoyed this. This was not a very high paying job. This was actually very mediocre, very low paying job. But I really enjoyed this because teaching and talking with people and solving problems and like this programming, this is my passion, and I really enjoyed this. And all the workshops that I did, I of course took students' permission that I'll be recording these workshops. so that I can share these recordings with you in case that there's any internet problem, in case you're not able to attend. And these recordings, after taking the permission from my students, I have also uploaded on my YouTube channel. So if you open YouTube and if you have a look at the lonely channel that I have, so I have like 0 subscribers. Okay, this is not even my channel. Switch account. Yep. So, come on. Here we go. So I have uploaded all the workshops as playlists on my channel. So if you have a look at all of these workshops, these are actually the recordings from 2020 and 2019, like very old recordings, where I was just giving workshops and teaching classes to students. So yeah, I taught here for a very long time, and I sort of rose to fame very quickly. So inside this company, there were many tutors along with me, but in the end, after like 6 months, 8 months, they called me and they asked me whether I will create like video courses for them. So the very thing that I despised in coding ninjas, I became that. So you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. So now I started making pre-recorded video lectures for what after college. So I made like 3 courses for Microsoft certification exams, and I made like a very big course for Python. So 4 courses in total for them. I think I'll make more courses in the future also. Maybe not. I'm now working for my YouTube channel. Let's see. All right. So moving on. Then towards the end of my 3rd year of university, companies start arriving on campus to offer placements, to offer jobs to students. So many different companies come and they start taking out the students one by one. So all the good students go first, and then people like me are left asking for jobs. So there's this company called Zomato, which is like the Uber Eats of India. So they deliver food, they connect hungry people with restaurants. They came on campus. They had an interview process. I gave 2 interviews, and eventually I was selected. I have a separate video for the entire interview process over here. Feel free to check that out. So my job was supposed to start in 2021 July, when my degree ends. So after I've completed my degree in July of 2021, I was supposed to start working at Zomato. But even before starting my work at Zomato, I was offered a 6-month internship at Zomato. So my 6-month internship was from January to June. And then in July, my job was supposed to start. So of course, I took this internship because I like doing interns, and it was an excellent experience. I received a MacBook Pro with M1. That was very new. It was my first Mac. It was my first Mac with M1. It was the first Mac with M1, I think, in a 20-kilometer radius where I live. Everywhere I went, people were like mind blown. And it was an amazing experience. I really enjoyed it. I learned React. I learned React hooks. I learned front-end web development very extensively. So that was a big growth opportunity for me. Unfortunately, I was unable to take the job offer that Zomato offered me because I received another job offer from CERN. I was selected for a fellowship position at CERN in the previous department where I had worked. So I already knew my supervisor, I already knew the people, I already knew the kind of work that I did, and obviously I really loved living in Switzerland. So after careful consideration, I decided that maybe working at CERN will be the better opportunity for me. I hope that it is. Let's see how the future goes. So eventually, after this internship at Zomato was done, I handed in my resignation letter, and now I started working at CERN. I'm currently working remotely because of some visa issues, but I'll soon head to Switzerland, and when I do, I'll try and upload some vlogs with the jet d'eau in the background, or maybe some other Rhine falls in the background or something. We shall see. So this has been a very small, brief introduction about me so far in 2021. And currently these days I'm working on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to upload some quality content, solve lead code questions, HackerRank questions, and any other questions of your choice if you have any suggestions or demands. And I'm also solving some competitive programming questions on lead code, HackerRank, etc. in my pastime because that is something that I enjoy doing, solving questions. So that's a little about me. If you have any question, or if you would like to know any of these particular experiences in more detail, please let me know in the comments section down below, and I'll see what I can do. Thank you very much for having me. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.